Tim Shea. Nah, let me start that over. Aaron Nagler, chopping it up with Aaron Nagler. You can catch that if you missed. It's also on a video. The Dan Schani Insurance stream. All of our YouTubes are sponsored by Dan. Dan saved Q more than $1,400 over the upcoming year by switching. Go to danschani.com and he sponsors our YouTube stream, where you can also, as a separate YouTube, catch the following conversation between myself and a guy harder to track down than a lunar eclipse. It's Tim Shea.
Good morning or afternoon. I don't even know what it is these days.
Well, for the full sake of transparency, Tim and I wanted to talk a little bit of Brewers, and I didn't know when we'd be able to do that. And so the game on Monday night is going on as we're having this chat. Brewers are currently headed to the top of the seventh, down 2-0. But as soon as you saw that the Reds called up a lefty, so it's a lefty making his first career start, I mean, this game was over.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not like people, I'm not, and again, I'm not trying to be super negative guy. I haven't really told you or talked to you about the Brewers in a while. The more like randos they keep pulling up, the more invested I'm getting. Everyone's like freaking out. I'm going the opposite way. I think this rules.
Well, that's the thing. They keep winning with guys like Perkins. I forget it. Blake Perkins and Monasterio.
Yeah.
Guys I've never even heard of. So, I mean, keep it going, I guess. Yeah, they're beating a good Reds team that was kind of peaking up there at first place when the series started. But the Brewers took three of the first three, and I don't know. Hopefully they sweep them. Who knows what happens here? But
I'm going to play under the assumption that they are losing this game.
Correct.
It's 2-0.
Yes.
In the seventh.
2-0 against a lefty seems like 10-0.
Yeah, and I don't even know. Did they take the guy out yet?
I think so. He was at 107 pitches after 6.
So my schedule lately, I'm able to watch the Brewers from like 6. That's why I like when they play on the East Coast, because I can watch them from like 6 to 6:45. But then before bed, we throw on YouTube for my kid, and he watches fucking people play with toys, and that goes up till 7:30.
Well, if you're like me, you watch the replay at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch for you.
So,
how long you been there now? A month and a half?
A month and a half, about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So, chugging right along here in the summer. Not a good day Monday morning, to say the least. But it seems like when I get in, all the criminals are like, all right, Shea's in, we're done. Because nothing really happens that much from 2 to like 7.
Would you go as far to say you might be saving lives?
I might be a lifesaver out there. I you know what? I wouldn't say it. It's a fact. So I am a lifesaver.
Well, good.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome, Milwaukee.
Well, if you were smart, if you really wanted to save lives, you'd start to go in a little earlier, pro bono.
I could.
And start to save some lives.
Hey, I was checking out your website, by the way. I think we need to update my bio. I haven't just been carjacked. That was a while ago.
Okay, I can update the bios.
Just say, I work at CBS 58. I'm a lifesaver. I save lives.
I can give it a good refresh.
Okay.
Done by the wonderful guys at Sunan Interactive.
It's a great website.
Who also did Dan Schani's website.
Okay.
Who Dan Schani helped Q. See, it's just listeners helping listeners.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris and Rob at Happy Place Hemp, they've been listeners.
They've been helping me.
A ton of listeners.
You might want to say they are lifesavers because they're getting me the sleep that I need to go save the lives when I wake up every morning.
Yeah. What's the gummy of choice?
The purple one, the nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
The CBD, CBN, yeah.
The tinctures get you there quicker if need be.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So if you want to
I got to get through this first, which I am. I can't take a full one because I don't want to oversleep. We've all been through that.
Okay. They were a little too effective. The other night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I said to my wife, "Are you planning on going on a boat?" She's like, "No." I said, "Yes, you are. And you're going to be there with your ex-boyfriend and my ex-girlfriend." She's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Oh, I must have imagined that." Like, oh, I had this whole, and then I was thinking about it more. And then she goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Yeah." And then I talked to Jimmy Butler about it, who was going to be on the boat too. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, I was dreaming."
Yeah. So I want to go back to something you just said a couple of minutes ago.
HappyPlaceHemp.com, promo code Bart, HappyPlaceHemp.com, 25% off every order. They will ship it to you free and to most states as well.
Did I hear you correctly and say you're paying a little more attention to the Brewers these days?
Well, it was never me not being into the Brewers. It was just me being way more into the NBA.
Okay.
And that I don't know if that's a result of me doing more national shows, me doing less of the 1250. Ken Carman, who's a CBS Sports Radio guy, Barrett wrote an article about him about how you don't have to watch these NBA finals if you're not a national host. Like, why not? We did a show, the show we did on Sunday night. We're talking about Giannis and Jokic and swapping them and different stuff. The Bucks are introducing their coach on Tuesday, Adrian Griffin. Maybe you'll be able to get there.
What time is that at?
11.
Maybe I'll pull the good old, I work at CBS 58.
You get a credential and then cover it for me.
Get a front row seat. I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just right there.
I did think about asking for this one.
You should.
Because the media release said the media will be given a free complimentary lunch to try menu items from the Mecca Sports Bar and Grill.
That is fantastic.
So I thought maybe I would, but I didn't. So after the Adrian Griffin presser, the Bucks have it on their YouTube. I'm going to do a quick little post game myself.
Ooh, okay.
Might be, if people jump on, you could go for a little bit. Might be like a 5-minute hello, how you doing? Just depends on who's around.
I probably might be around.
I did get a comment when we were live on Sunday. Someone was upset that they had to watch an ad before they got into my live show. I do try to monetize this channel. It's part of the strategy of having a roof over my head. I would like everyone to know that because of you, I made 77 cents on Sunday on YouTube.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with that?
I made 77 cents.
Nothing?
Hold on. I think my son is coming downstairs because he wants a hug.
Uh-oh.
Buddy, do you want a hug? Come to the basement. Come to the basement. So he was supposed to give me a hug for bedtime, and then he doesn't want to. And then he comes on later. Hey, come to the basement. Oh, you're putting your shoes on first? Okay. I'm down here, yep. Just hurry up. Maybe I'll let him say hi to you.
You'll cut it out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so they're introducing their new head coach.
Oh, it's about time. It's about time they do it.
Mm-hmm. The Brewers are still probably going to lose this game. The pitcher's name is Andrew Abbott. What? Are you coming? All right, come here, bud. I'm way over here. I'm talking to Tim because we're doing a show. Yeah, I'm going stop cam. Come here. You can say hi, though. Do you see him? Say hi, Tim.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Do you remember me?
You remember Tim?
Mm.
Remember he came by our house?
Still have my Sesame Street shirt on.
Yeah. What's the word we say when it's just us two nasty guys? You can say it. Say it one time. Say, fuck you, Tim.
Fuck you, Tim. Well, why do you have that on?
Why do I have that light on?
Yeah.
Because my eye bags look terrible. Are you going to bed now? Can you take your shoes off? You take your shoes off? All right. Thanks, everyone, for obliging for that. You want to talk Brewers anymore or no?
I mean, no, we can. Yeah, I think they're still in first somehow. Well, I don't know.
Here's something
I know
that's
how,
good.
but
Yeah, so Adames, by the way, I was in Appleton on Sunday, and I was there for a grad party. My in-laws, like, they live by where the Timber Rattlers play.
Did you go?
Well, I could have gone, I guess, for a little bit to the day, and Adames hit a home run. And then I guess the other team walked him in his fourth at bat because they're like, we're in single A. We're not pitching to Willie Adames anymore. But then at night we were driving, and I drove by the stadium again, and there was a bunch of traffic, and I didn't know what it was for. I thought maybe the Rattlers had a doubleheader, and it was for the Packers celebrity softball game.
You could have gone to that. I would have pulled the credential for that.
I probably could have tried. I didn't know it was that day.
Yeah,
but then I would have been mad that, like, you know.
It was very random when they did that. There was a lot of hype about it. But usually you hear about it down here like, oh, it's coming up. But
yeah, I didn't know. I didn't hear anything until after the fact. I was on Twitter later, and the Packers were like.
Something interesting about Willie Adames is that they're not, he can be brought up tonight into tomorrow for the start of the series against Baltimore, but they are sending him to Nashville.
Yeah, I've got all McKelvey's tentative moves here. Adames will probably be in Nashville again on Wednesday. Or no, wait. What the fuck day is it? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
We're recording Monday for Tuesday. Jesus.
Yeah. He'll still be there.
So Tuesday and Wednesday, Nashville. Lauer's going to start Tuesday in Nashville. Winker's going to start in Nashville on Wednesday. Matt Bush is back in Nashville. And then Wade Miley.
Luis Urias. I almost called him Luis Adames. Luis Urias is in Nashville still, I believe. So get to Nashville. If you're in Nashville, go to the games now.
Tim, are you watching the game right now?
I am. Can you
Urias
hear?
is batting 6th tonight.
Oh, he's playing?
Yeah.
Shows you how much I've been watching. Never mind.
Yeah, Urias might be up soon, Tim says. Yeah, a lot sooner than you think, bud.
I woke up. Okay,
you did.
Calm down.
You did.
Cut that.
All right. I got some voicemails to play on the Carl's Place voicemail line, carlof.et.com/Bart.
And yes, I did get your text message. Let's go do a game soon again. That was fun when we did that.
I go with you Thursday.
Early in the year. I don't know. The Thursday I need to take a nap because my niece's soccer team is playing in the sectional semifinal against DSHA. So I got to go to that at night and take a nap during the afternoon.
Well, if she needs new cleats, tell her to come out to Stefan's Soccer in Brookfield, where I will be from 10 to noon for their tent sale on behalf of Milwaukee Pro Soccer.
Look at you. Look at that.
Yep.
I'm also going to send you a play later. I need you to let me know if it's red card worthy.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Tell her to come on out.
All right, I will.
Stefan's Soccer. The Brewers, they're on the road next week.
Yeah, well, only for 2 days.
I can't do the 21st. Man, it looks like we're not going to a game till July, bud.
All right, maybe July 3rd against the Cubbies.
Why is that on a Monday? Oh, the 4th of July weekend I'm not going to be able to do.
No? Okay.
Then the next week is Summerfest, and I'm working for pro soccer out at Summerfest.
Jeez, are we not going to be able to go to a game till August?
Then I'm going to be at the Harley Homecoming for pro soccer.
On your bike?
Then they the next day I can go to because Forward Madison's got a game. Now we're into August. I can't. Every time the Brewers keep playing these day games, but I got to be in Madison later that night.
We're getting close to when I have to take my trip to Madison.
Yep. August 23rd, I can go with you.
Okay.
The Twins are in town.
All right, I'm in. Let's make it a day. Let's make it like a...
Should I do a Bart Winkler Show year anniversary party?
Yes.
August 23rd, 1:10.
All right, August 23rd. Put it down in your calendars, everyone. We're going to the Brewers.
Should I buy like 100 shitty tickets?
Bernie's like terrace up in the corner where you can't see anything.
Yeah. And I'll give them away.
Yeah. Come to the anniversary show. Special guest. We'll relive moments like Klay Thompson, John Gruden.
Would people take off for that?
They'd have to. It's, and the summer. And the summer
Would people go to that fucking 9 to noon game?
Oh, yes.
People used to go to the Bill Michaels celebration.
Maybe that's when we can do our first ever hurry up.
Can you ask the Brewers if I can have a suite?
Ooh, why do I have to ask them? They don't like me.
They don't like me more.
I don't know. We might need to take a poll in the Brewers front office. Who do you hate more?
No, I think because more people there know you and they have like a baseline of hate, and not everyone there knows me, but the people that do know me hate me. So I think it equals out the amount of hate that we're getting.
Yeah.
All right. So to recap, Urias is up. My son said, "Fuck you, Tim." And we're going to soft plan a party on August 23rd at the game.
It will probably just be us two, but it will be fun planning it.
Could be. I've planned a XFL party. I've talked about this where nobody came, just my brother.
Yep. And
I also decided to just say, hey, it's my 30th birthday party. Whoever wants to come. It was pretty much just my brother again and wife this time. That was nice. This is from Spark Guy on the Carl's Place voicemail line, 402-915-2278. Spark Guy.
Bart, Spark Guy here. Just calling in this dead season of sports. Something came to mind and I wanted your perspective on it. I have my own. Aaron Rodgers. Again, I know you've retired from commenting on his personal life and everything else. Maybe if you want to pass this along to others, that's fine too if you've truly retired. But I have to comment. Went to the Taylor Swift show yesterday. Amazing, as you'd have expected.
Wow.
Nothing short of superb. But it did bring to mind that Aaron Rodgers.
You know, a lot of people I know have gone to this show. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, I feel.
I know someone who went to 2 days in a row.
Holy smokes.
I know.
Wow. I feel I got a little FOMO, I must say.
You really want to go?
I don't know. It seemed like the event of the millennium.
You can win tickets through WMYX 99.1.
Well, how long is she in Chicago? I thought she was out.
To go out to LA for the final 2 shows.
How the fuck they get those tickets?
I don't ask them.
One time, my little ring-ding station in Fond du Lac got tickets to like the Disney Music Awards, and we made a big deal of it because we never get tickets this good.
Yeah.
But the bigger the tickets to give away, the more like it's. I like just getting Summerfest or Noah's Ark tickets. You get them, they take them, blah blah blah. This Disney thing, we had to fill out all this legal work, and then the guy like hated it. And then one time we were giving away a cruise, and then the cruise guy was like, "Yeah, you give away a cruise," and then the cruise was won. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so excited! I want a cruise from my favorite station." And then they set it up. He goes, "Well, no, I need $1,000 from you, and then you get everything free." And we're like, "That's not what we agreed on."
When you were at 1250 for the entire time, did you ever give away Packer tickets?
Packers tickets?
Yeah.
No, I gave away.
What was the biggest prize? I guess you gave
Probably
away?
that game 3 against the Raptors at the Bradley Center. I gave tickets away, and then I went. That's when me and my wife got on the Kiss Cam.
Oh yes.
And I met Alex, who was a great dude. And then when I went to the Wave Championship game, I sat one row behind Alex. So we've, message here and there from time to time.
Seat buddies. Carry on with the voicemail.
More from Spark Guy.
Went to the Taylor Swift show, and I find it so odd. He went with Miles Teller and his wife. Now, if I recall, Miles Teller became friends with Aaron Rodgers when he was dating Shailene Woodley. I find that odd. Like, they dated, and he met a couple through his ex, and now he broke up with her, and now has claimed them as his friends. I find that to be quite odd. I find it odd on the Miles Teller part, because that's how they met. They were co-stars or something, and then she dated Rodgers. But tell me if I'm wrong. It seems completely out of bounds. I don't think I've ever, in my personal life, recalled somebody transitioning like that from a friend, a boyfriend of a girlfriend's friend or whatever it was, to now they hang out. So I don't know. I just find this to be another odd thing, and almost it's incorrect. When they separate, then she keeps her friends and they all move on. But found it to be so odd, but chalk it up as another odd thing from good old Aaron. Take care, buddy.
How on God's green do you expect me to comment on that?
I was going to say.
What do you want me to say? I'm retired.
Next.
What I did comment on when I talked with Nagler about was the Jets are going a little overboard. I think that's pretty weird. Look, Rodgers in New York, he's having the time of his life. Okay, he's going to Taylor Swift with friends that he knows from various places. I can't hate on that. Jets, meanwhile, every time Rodgers throws a piece of garbage in the garbage can, there's 15 tweets about it. And I don't know, Tim, I don't know when it comes to our quarterbacks, when they're gone, how much do we need to talk about them? How much news is it? Anything that Aaron Rodgers does,
Well, don't worry. You'll be able to catch a lot of Aaron Rodgers this year on right there.
Just like with Brett Favre. How much do we cover Brett Favre? Just because I consider myself a Packers show, do I cover that Brett Favre was a podcast guest on Don Jr.'s Triggered tonight? Here's a clip.
If you're watching the news, depending on who you're watching, which 99.9% of the news is the left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there's a huge agenda, and they control the narrative. The best way to squash that is don't watch it, don't listen.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about running for office yourself?
Absolutely not.
Well, I don't know why. He's got a charming voice. He's a criminal, and he's still likable. I used to, when I was a kid, not that I ever thought I'd be president, but when I was 13, I'd think, I don't want any skeletons in my closet, just because if you're going to be president someday, you have to be. But now it's you need scandals to be president.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow, Brett Favre. Okay. Do we have to cover that kind of stuff?
I guess.
Here's a voicemail from John and Franklin.
Ooh, I haven't heard from him in a while. I haven't.
Again, check out carlofet.com/Bart for the latest in golf simulators and accessories.
Morning, John and Franklin. Just comments about the weekend sports here coming up hopefully on Tuesday morning for you. So interesting, Miami, just when just about everybody, counted them out as dead. Series is over, and that's going to be non-competitive. What do? They do what Miami does. They win. They win a scrappy game. They find a way to do it. A lot of discussion about rooting and who you should root for and who you shouldn't. I've been rooting for the Heat. As far as, especially when they went against Boston. I mean, I would have rooted for the Devil if he put a team together. Sorry, God, I love you, but I hate Boston that much. And they're
Wow.
and all that crap.
Sorry, God, I love
Great
you.
to see them go down. So for that reason alone,
Classic
I
quote
would
already.
prefer to see Miami win. I'm not buying a jersey. Not going to go to their games. This is going to dissipate, and it might even change. And if this thing goes to Game 7, I don't know. But if I'm going to watch a sporting event, I need to have a rooting interest. Nice to be playing the Reds again. I missed the 19 meetings a year with the Reds. It's with our walking wounded. We got a bunch of players. We got Monastery. We got Perkins. Guys are cranking home runs, doing what they got to do, playing hard. I don't know who these guys are. I'm hearing talk. And then they lit up Asprack. That was good. Put him on the mound again for batting practice. That was awesome. Good times. Turn the game off, and then I see they kind of tighten it up. But boy, we were rolling there for a minute. As far as I'm hearing, are we going to be buyers? Are we going to be buyers at the deadline? That's comical. Do you remember what happened last year? So don't get your hopes up that we're bringing in Soto here for a playoff stretch that's going to end in imminent failure. That's not happening. We'll get our guys back, and that's going to be the addition, and it will be an addition, and we'll be a better team for it. But let's face it, we know how this team is run. I'm out.
Well, that was great. That was a great call.
Do we remember what happened last year? I called it in May.
God, I love you, but I hate Boston that much. I would have rooted for the Devil.
Hey.
I got to figure out how to get drops also, so I can be like, God, I love you.
It's something. The sound, the round applause.
One more voicemail for you, if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it. Who's this one from?
It's from your boy Cone Roller.
Oh boy,
Cone.
Bart, it's Cone. Just Monday morning here. Just finished a podcast from today and heard you needed some voicemails. So I wanted to throw a take out there that I don't know if it's very popular, but I have seen so much hate for Zach Campbell, a.k.a. Foul Ball Guy, on Twitter, just on the internet in general. A lot of people say he's a grown man. He shouldn't be acting like a child, but I respect the hell out of Zach Campbell. He's doing what he loves. He's making a living off of it. And to all the haters, he knows how to catch a foul ball and home runs. It's a free for all when the ball is put in play in the stands. So for Zach to be there, always getting balls, I think it's just an effort thing. And maybe people coming at him should not be so lazy. Maybe they should just respect the hustle that Zach's showing. So curious to hear where you fall on Zach Campbell. Personally, I love him, love his content. I think he's great for the game of baseball. You don't see many baseball creators really outside of John Boy Media. So Zach, I think, is a great one. So curious to hear what you say. Curious to hear what the Winklerverse thinks. But I'm a Zach Campbell guy through and through. Thanks.
So we all know who Zach Campbell is, yeah? Foul ball guy.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, let me say this first. I think we've gone. This might be uncharacteristic for Bart. And I don't know if maybe my guy Favre will like this. I think we've gone a little too far with the polite etiquette after catching a foul ball. What I'm saying is, when we catch a foul ball, that is your ball. Now, don't push a kid out of the way. Don't push anyone out of the way. The ball, if it's coming up, you all can put your arm out there. We're not throwing elbows. We're not doing whatever. Okay. If it like gets loose and bounces, if a guy catches it and like he had it, but then it pops out, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of his ball. But now I feel like if I were to catch a foul ball, if I were to go to the game with you and catch a foul ball and I was not there with my son, I have to give it to a kid. I feel like I would have to give it to a kid. What Hampel should do is bring children with him to the games, buy them tickets, and like use them as dads, autograph seeking dads use kids for autographs. That's what he should do. And then, give them like a lollipop and a $5 bill and go on their merry way. They don't know. And plus, it's more little hands to grab. And then plus, if he doesn't get one, someone's going to give it to one of the kids.
Yeah.
So Hampel should be exploiting the children a little bit more. We got a run in that Brewer game, or is it over?
I think it's getting close to over.
It's going to be a 2-0 final.
I agree.
Like Zach Hampel, I think he's a terrible human being. But also there are like, we're in a free-for-all society these days. There's a lot of ways to make money that people aren't exploiting, and you got to find your niche and make that money. And if his is getting foul balls and selling them, look, if somebody doesn't like it, they can either do it better.
I remember last year we talked about this. You did a whole segment on this.
Oh, yeah, I hate his guts.
One of your shows.
I'm just trying to put myself – see, what Cone challenges me to do is to put myself in the other person's shoes. And that's why he's such a great caller. So I don't like Zach Hampel. But he's looking out for number one. And in today's society, isn't that what we're taught to do? Do you like Zach Hampel?
I mean, whatever. I am about him, but I agree with you. If you catch the ball, it's yours. Plain and simple. Done and done. You don't have to give it to a kid. If I catch a foul ball, I'm keeping it because it will be my first one that I catch. I've yet to catch one. I haven't even come close. Like, one hasn't even
Me neither. Never.
So.
Never.
So, I still wait.
But I also hate sitting in the outfield.
Well, that's for home runs. If I catch a home run, I'm totally keeping it. I don't care if it's my second or third or fifth. Yes, the Brewers just lost 2-0.
All right, so you took 3 or 4 from the Reds. And the game you lost was the game you always lose.
Yeah.
So they're 32-28. We'll live. No problem.
Could be a lot worse.
Yeah, I feel fine about that.
Yeah.
So you don't care about Zach Hampel?
No.
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 I thought I'd get a more fiery take from you.
I need to like, I don't follow
I forgot
him.
what it's like talking to you.
I don't follow him on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't follow him close enough. So I just remember talking about this last year in July. And then he went off on a Jeff Wagner rant about catching balls and selling them. And
Oh, I haven't done a Jeff Wagner in a while.
if there was,
Because I'm not in my car to hear Wags. I don't have new material.
yeah. I mean, you can have your boy Adam Roberts send you clips,
Oh, yeah. A-Rob's over there. Sure.
but no. So I know I don't. I mean, if
You know what? This like little Bart Winkler party I decided. You know what'd be nice is if our former bosses would say, guys, we know last year sucked and you're all spreading your wings in different places now. We would like to bring you all to a game and have a little reunion.
I thought you were going to say we would like to bring you all back.
No, but a nice chance for all of us to be together now that we're all over the place. And some of the strains are still connected. Privately, I think they're all connected, but like, I don't know. I'm not going to call into Tim's.
Oh, me and Sam butt heads now all the time. Competition.
Well, you are competition. Yeah, that's true. But we got a guy at 58. We got a guy at 12. We got a guy on the game. And even like Wachillis is over there. McGivern's at Big 920. We got Gary and Leroy doing their thing. And Gary is with ESPN. I'm on CBS Sports Radio.
Rami's out in Sacramento.
Rami's out in
he was-
Sacramento. Toby's in DC.
We're all over the place. We're coast to coast.
I mean, to get us all back, what a nice gesture that would be.
Hey, are you watching the NHL Stanley Cup at all, or paying attention to that?
No.
Okay. Vegas is up 1-0 in the series. They're up 3-0 as we record this right now in their game 2.
Well, my brother that moved to Vegas roots for them, so I guess I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, both storylines are pretty good. Vegas, third, fourth?
I actually have never liked the Florida Panthers. Actually, they've always bothered me, and I don't know
why. Is
I don't
it
know.
because they play hockey in Florida?
Maybe I don't like the logo. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Maybe it's that they're the Panthers, and I don't think that teams should share names across leagues.
Fair
Like there's
enough.
the Giants and the Giants, and I
Yeah.
get that they start in New York, but I don't know. Are there any other examples off the top of my head? Is it just the Giants and the Panthers?
The Giants, the Panthers.
Is that it?
Yeah, probably.
You had the Bears and the Cubs. That's kind of.
Eh,
Is that it? Am I missing any?
no, I actually,
Cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah.
Cardinals. But they were both again in St. Louis. It's the same thing. Yeah. I think that's it.
What about
Bucks and Buccaneers is close.
What about having two professional teams, two of the same sports in one city?
I like that.
You would.
I do.
Would you feel like you'd go back and forth, or would you pick a team and say, that's my team? And if they like the Jets and Giants.
No, you'd have to pick a team.
Okay. Or the Cubs and White Sox. Even though the White Sox did win the World Series first.
In New York, I've already played this out. In New York, I would have been a Mets and Giants fan.
Interesting, because usually if you're a Mets fan, you're a Jets fan, and if you're a Giants fan, you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah, no, I would have liked the Mets, and then the Giants, and then in Chicago, I would have been.
What about basketball? You got a couple teams.
You
can throw. Well, yeah.
And hockey, I probably would have liked the Rangers.
I would like the Islanders.
In Chicago, I'd be a Cubs fan.
White Sox, South Side.
Nah, I would have liked the Cubbies. Well, I did like the Cubbies. They were my first favorite team.
Because they were on TV all the time. Them and the Braves.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all I got. Unless you want to talk Omaha Steaks, promo code BART, $30 off.
Sounds delicious.
That's very good. We had some burgers the other night.
We should go up to training camp this year. Maybe do a show or two from up there.
You think they'll let us?
Just go up and do it right there.
I think I have to have like Packer in my name. I think I have to put like the Packer pod port piss.
The Bart Winkler Packer Show?
Yeah.
Packer Preview Show?
I think I could get credentialed for family night.
I think they'd let you.
All right. I'll be live after Adrian Griffin talks.
I think I might join
I wonder if Jimmy Haslam will be there.
Where are they doing it from? Outside?
Gather.
Okay. Maybe
Right
I'll
by you.
go. Maybe I'll just stand like right outside through the windows and go like this.
I think you should. And then I'll look into the cheapest party available for a group party for the 23rd of August.
23rd of August. I can't believe that's the next time you're available to go to a Brewers day game.
No, I'm available Thursday.
I can't.
Maybe I'll go by my loan.
Go.
I am looking for somewhere to watch the West Ham game on Wednesday. If there's any West Ham crowds.
I don't know. All right. Well, this has been fun.
All right, Tim, I love you.
Love you too, Bart. Have a good one. Go Admirals.
Are they playing right now?
No, another hour, another half hour.
Oh. All right, well, I don't think anyone's coming here for them. Go keep saving lives, buddy.
All right, go Brewers.